October 8th, 2025. It has now been 4 years since the start of Quattuor Annis. Sorry. When I started this thing, I always got tripped up because it's like, it's not 4 years since the death of Quattuor Annis, it's 4 years since the start of it. My Quattuor Annis. If you can't tell, I'm a bit congested, I'm a bit sick. But I am officially a freshman. I am a freshman now, which is a big thing, even in itself. But some other things that were big from October 8th, 2024 to October 8th, 2025. But we'll get into that. First off, I'm not outside, which I know is kind of the theming of the last two videos. So I broke the very short tradition of being outside. I knew that it was the date as soon as I woke up, because I have a calendar thing for it. But I kind of procrastinated, and I had some schoolwork I needed to do. So when I realized, oh my god, I didn't film, it was already way too late. It was already way too dark out. So we're doing this here. And also, I don't have the box. I think it may be at my house. I think I may have brought the box to my house. And I don't know. First of all, I'm not even there. And second of all, if it is in my house, I don't know where I would have put it. So the box is gone. I don't know where the box is. So yeah, right off the bat, train wreck. We're having a train wreck right now. But we're gonna workshop it because I want to try working on something a bit new today. Obviously, we're gonna get into the big events of 2024 and I guess 2025, and we're gonna look into the future of October 8th, 2026. But I also want to really think about, like, Quattuor Annis, because it's just, like, it's so weird in retrospect to think about, like, 4 years. That's the entire presidential term in the United States, 4 years. I was starting 5th grade. I was starting 5th grade when I started Quattuor Annis. All of those videos was from my 5th grade career. And I stopped it when I was starting 6th grade. When I was entering middle school. When I made that first video, the first time capsule video, which returning to it, I look like such a little baby. And it's weird because, like, I sound like I'm 6 years old. I look like I'm 6 years old. And that was only 2 years ago. Right? Now I'm 15. I was 13 in that video. And when I'm 17, and I do the I guess if I'm 17, that'd be the 2027 video, and I look back at this, I'm going to see this video, and I'm going to be like, wow, I was such a baby back then. I had such a baby face back then, because that's just how aging works. That's how time works. But when I rewatched those videos, I was like, wow, that's crazy. My voice is super high-pitched. It's like, wow, that's crazy that I was that dude. I was 11 years old when I started Quattuor Annis. But I've brought that up many times. That's not where I want to start with this. Because truthfully, that's not the start of Quattuor Annis. Truthfully, the start of Quattuor Annis was January of 2021. Because I tried to do Quattuor Annis originally with my sister. That did not last very long, I'll tell you that. That lasted maybe 7 days. Lasted maybe 7 days. Because she just did not have the time and effort. She did not want to put in the time and effort to do that. And I completely understand that. This is not an excuse for me to dog on my sister, even though I would love that. But that did teach me that if I wanted to do Quattuor Annis, I'd have to do it by myself. And I would have cameos with my sister and my grandmother and all of this, but for the most part, it would be by myself. But for over the course of like 9 or so months, I just kind of forgot about it. But then October 8th, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this. And I made the YouTube account. I made the first video. And that was that. The rest is history. It was really cool. It's really weird how time works, because I was also watching through the previous video, and I remember the setup for that video. And it felt so long ago when I recorded that video, but I brought up things in that video that happened in 2024, and I'm like, really? That happened before this? Like, my dad got a dog, which is true, that's a thing that happened in 2024. But me saying that in that video was completely whiplash, because that did not feel like over a year ago. It does not feel like it. It so doesn't. And actually, my dad got another dog, so that's funny too. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. So now it's time for the new things segment that happened. New things, and obviously that's not even the start of it either. Truthfully, the start of it was 2019, 2020 with the real, actual Annis Annis. But like my whole middle school career, right? Because I ended Annis Annis at the start of 6th grade. The first video was at the start of 7th grade. My last video was at the start of 8th grade. And now this is me at the start of 9th grade. My whole middle school career condensed into these 3 videos. That's crazy to me. So, 8th grade, that honestly probably my best year so far. All my teachers are pretty good. Aladdin went really well. Other notable things that happened. Summer was really cool. We went to the pool membership again as last time, and that was really fun. A lot of my cats died. Both of my cats died. I'm not sure if that happened before or after the last video, because it was kind of in the start of the year, of 8th grade. But I don't think I brought it up in the last video, but that did happen. I just, 8th grade was really fun. I brought up a strong connection, strong bonds with a lot of my teachers, a lot of cool dudes. I graduated middle school, high school. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been kind of shitty. The workload has been dreadful. My teachers have been a handful for the most part. Some are good, and it's just not fun. It's just not a good time. And I'm not the kind of guy that hates school. Like, yeah, I'd rather not be doing schoolwork than be doing schoolwork, obviously. But I don't hate school. Like, I can see first of all, the importance of school. And I'm not denying that there's any importance of school. Like, obviously there is. But also, like, there's fun things about school, for sure. I haven't dreaded going to school since I was, like, in 5th grade. And back then, it was, like, just because I hate school. And because I didn't get the good parts. I didn't see the good parts out of it like I do now. Or did now. Now I dread school because it sucks ass, and the workload is terrible, and my teachers are terrible, and my classes are terrible, and I'm barely passing my classes. But, I'm kind of getting used to it. The waters are murky, but we're getting used to it. My birthday went well. That 13 to 14 area, you're still kind of like a kid. Once you turn 15, though, like, you're deep into your teenage years, you kind of become anew, right? And that's kind of how I feel a little bit. Some other notable things that happened this year. Trying to think. Oh, Discord. I'm not a big Discord person. Well, I wasn't. But December of 2024, so only a few months after the video, I joined a Discord server for this YouTuber that I liked. And I was part of their Discord for a solid few months. Like, I only left because the server... Well, that's a whole situation. That's a whole other situation entirely. But the point is, I was there for like a solid 10 months. That's not true. Maybe like 8 to 9 months. And the 1-year anniversary of that is coming up in a few months. And I don't know how I can really process that, because it does not feel that long ago since that happened. And for it to be that long ago is crazy. Got into a car accident around that time as well, which was fun. Got into a relationship around that time as well, which was, it was a new experience, so, that's cool. But all in all, I feel like 9th grade, a lot of new things happened in 8th grade, but 9th grade is really the start, I feel like, of a new era, right? In a lot of ways, obviously. But October 8th, 2026, I don't even know, what that would look like. Being a sophomore, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too stoked about it. But, we'll pull through. And, I'll stop yapping now. I think I talked about everything I needed to talk about. It's so weird because it's like, every single thing I listed out, even in one sentence, there's entire videos I could make about each individual thing. But I'm trying to condense it all into, a brief little snack, a brief little time capsule, to where I can go back in the future and be like, oh yeah, that happened, and oh yeah, that happened, when I'm, 21. The 10-year anniversary of when I started Quattuor Annis, I think that would be the last one. And that's honestly not that far away, which is kind of weird to think about. I guess it kind of is, but it is really weird that we're already 4 years removed from its creation. I always hate ending these videos because it always feels like I'm forgetting something big. I'm forgetting something really, really big. But I don't think I am. We went on a cool field trip, I guess. That was pretty cool. I don't know. I feel like... I think that's it. Yeah. Here's to October 8th, 2026. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get GTA 5 by then. And I'm openly saying this not as a prayal that will get GTA 6 in 2026, as I'm not even really that much of a fan of the GTA games. I'm saying that because I know damn well that it will not come out in 2026, and so when I make my video about October 8th, 2026, I'll go back here and be like, ooh, that aged like milk, or ooh, that aged terribly. That's my goal here by saying this, oh, maybe we'll finally get to play GTA 6, oh, that's my goal with that statement. But, as always, memento mori, Quattuor Annis.